Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. I know I uploaded a video sometime during like the long break. I uploaded like one video. I don't know when I posted it, but like I hadn't done a video for a while, and then I had a thirsty palette tutorial, and then I haven't done anything since. But this semester has been probably the worst semester of my entire college career. I'm not going to go into detail because I can't, because I don't want to be in trouble for saying something I shouldn't. So just know that this semester has been awful. So I'm gonna do a Q&A get ready with me. So yeah. So I'm probably not gonna tell you about the products I'm using. I'm probably just gonna go and answer these questions. Yeah. So the first question I have is, where have you been? Well, like I said, this semester has been the worst semester. Like, I've honestly wanted to quit this semester. And this semester overall has been a heavy workload. Like, I've probably had more work in this semester than I have in my whole college career. So, you know, it's just one of those things, you know. But I'm almost done. Literally next week, actually the week that these videos are going up, that's fine. So like this, so from right now, next week is finals week. The week that, like when these are going up, it's finals week. I only have finals though on Tuesday, Thursday, and most of them are final projects, and I have them done. The one that's not a final project, I have as much done as I can prior to going into class. So I literally have nothing to do over this weekend, so I think I'm going to film a bunch, like film stuff today, film stuff tomorrow, and then my fiance is coming down, which update, since my last video, I did get engaged. Well, the last time I filmed, so the video, that thirsty palette tutorial, I had filmed prior to that, and I had the footage, so I just went ahead and uploaded it. But I haven't filmed since probably September, because I just haven't had time. But yeah, I did get engaged. So my fiance is coming down this weekend to stay with me. But yeah. Yeah, I've just been really busy. So the next question is, would you ever do Vlogmas? And the answer to that is yes, I would like to. So as I was saying before, people started checking around out in the hallway. I would like to do Vlogmas. However, for one, I don't really do much outside of going to school or spending time with my family. And like I was saying before, I got really interrupted again. That's dorm living for you. If you try and film and you live in a dorm, that kind of stuff's gonna happen. Literally, there was one time I was filming that there were literally girls running down the hall screaming. I would love to do Vlogmas, but like I said, I don't really do much outside of going to school. Other than like going home and spending time with my family. And I watch a lot of YouTube. Like, I really don't, honestly, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. Like, this semester I've not watched a lot of YouTube. I've been doing a lot of homework, and I don't really want to like set up a camera and be like, hey, here's a time lapse of me doing homework. And another thing with Vlogmas is that, I mean, obviously it starts in December. Well, when I go home for winter break, I'm only home alone part of winter break. So, since my family doesn't know I do YouTube, I can't really vlog stuff because they'd be like, why are you recording it? And not that I'm like embarrassed to do YouTube. It's more so that like it would make me feel weird if my family was like watching me, at least at like this point. It's me like, if YouTube takes off, then it's not like I can be like, hey, don't watch my videos, because they can do what they want. If they found my channel, I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to get them to watch it, because I don't really want them to watch it. What brand would you like to do a collab with? I think doing a collab with ColourPop would be cool. I also think doing one with like BH Cosmetics, although, so I've never tried anything from BH Cosmetics, but I've heard that they're really good to work with. But yeah, and ColourPop, I like ColourPop makeup, and like it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, it's like the YouTube thing to like ColourPop makeup. Like, I actually really enjoy ColourPop makeup, like at least what I have, which all I have from ColourPop is Kathleen Light's collab, so at least I know that when they do collabs they make sure stuff's good. But I'm totally open to a lot of, like, so like if, let's see, say, I don't know, Elf wanted to do a collab with me, like I would be willing to, because it's a brand I like. So like that's, like the thing about BH is I've heard they're good to work with, but I've never tried any of their products. So I think that would be something before I could say 100% yes, I would have to try their products. Which I might, because I really want to get the Sylvia Ganny collab with BH Cosmetics, because it looks gorgeous and I like Sylvia. If it wasn't a brand that I already knew that I liked, I would have to try out their product first before I could ever say yes, because I'm not going to work with a brand if I don't like product they put out. And I know like when you do a collab you get a lot of say in like what goes into your product and yada yada yada, and like, well, depending upon the brand, because I know some brand put out product. But yeah. Oh, I would do one with Morphe too, because I really like, that's another like YouTube favorite brand, whatever. I literally, all the Morphe products I've ever tried I actually genuinely like. Like, for one, all of my makeup that I own, I've bought in some way, or like a couple of things like my mom bought for me, but again, like somebody bought it. It wasn't ever sent to me. I've never had any makeup sent to me, which I think that'd be cool to get PR, but I've either bought it in the sense that like I literally physically like purchased a palette or a lipstick, or I've gotten it through an Ipsy bag, so I paid for it. I've never been just like sent a product, which again I think would be cool. Literally all of it is stuff I have bought, so if it's something that I like, I genuinely like. I would never say I like something just to appease company to try and get on a PR list or something like that, because ultimately I really don't care if I ever end up on a brand's PR list, just because in the end a PR list is, I mean, yeah, they send you makeup and you get to try makeup, but that's not, like, my goal is not to end up on a brand's PR list. Like, that has never been my reason for doing YouTube, because if it was, then I would, like, strictly buy certain brands that I wanted on their PR list. I would upload regularly to get them to notice me, but, like, that's not my, like, end goal for this. I mean, ultimately, whatever happens. So, I mean, like, for one, I would love to have my own makeup brand, but, like, for where I live, that's not, like, a realistic thing, because there's not, like, a makeup production or makeup labs that I know of in the area where I live, just because I think people who, like, live in Florida that, like, do makeup, they would probably come here before they go all the way to California, because it's, like, half the distance. But I don't know of any nearby makeup labs. I mean, again, I would love to have my own brand, and I would love to do a collab, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, just because I'm not to that point in my career, and there's a possibility that I may never get to the point where I get to do a collab or anything like that, which, I mean, that's okay with me, in the sense that, again, me starting YouTube was never like a, oh, I'm going to get all this PR, I'm gonna get all this, I'm gonna get collab. Like, do I think those things would be cool? Of course. Like, I also think it'd be cool to have my own brand, but probably not gonna happen. Obviously, I can't make any guarantees either way, because I can't guarantee I'm gonna have a collab. I can't guarantee I won't. I can't guarantee I will or won't ever have a collab or my own brand or anything. But at this point, I don't foresee it, in the sense that it's not like I have, like, a big following or anything. Next question. Will you be doing a collection update soon? I hope so. I'm probably going to wait and do that after Christmas, just because I know that my mom bought me an eyeshadow palette for Christmas, because it's one I really wanted, and one day Ulta had it on sale for half price, so I was like, hey, you want to buy this for me for Christmas? And this was, like, in September. And I was like, hey, you want to buy this and put this away for me for Christmas? And she was like, sure. And I'm like, okay. So I do know for sure I'm getting another palette to add to my collection, and a lot of times my family members give me money for Christmas, so I don't want to, because honestly, a lot of the time, I just end up buying makeup with it, and so that's why I'm just going to That's why I'm just going to wait to do an update, just because I have a feeling that I'm going to be adding more makeup to my collection soon. And then I got a question about my makeup storage setup, and that'll be something I'll show when I do my updated collection, just because I'll probably go drawer by drawer, and it might have to be a multi-part, because I have, honestly, for a person who isn't like a, I don't know how to say it, like I don't do YouTube as like a full-on like career. I have a lot of makeup for like a quote normal person, which I mean a lot of it I bought for the purpose of YouTube, but again, it's a lot more than your average person would have. So another one is, what is something that you've always wanted to do but have been too afraid to? I really would love to go skydiving. And I know it's like a crazy thing, but I would like I said, what's something you always wanted to do? I've always wanted to go skydiving. Would I ever actually go skydiving? Probably not. I think it's something that would be cool. So another one is, what's the best thing that's happened to you this week? It's been a pretty crappy week, if I'm being totally honest. But I think probably the best thing has been that I got my final projects done early. So now, between now and when I finish school, school for the semester, I literally have nothing that I have to do other than I just have to show up and take my, turn in my final projects and all that jazz. But I have no more assignments to do, which is phenomenal. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for getting stuff done ahead of time, because this semester I have had so much that I pretty much had to do everything last minute, in the sense that I would have so much to do at once that I had to work on things whatever was due first, that was top priority. Well, there would be sometimes I would have 5 things due on the exact same day. So you have to get them all done before generally 11:55. Well, sometimes I was cutting it close because I already had 4 things due the day before and all kinds of crazy stuff, where I was almost forced to do my homework at the last minute. What was your favorite subject in school and why? I know that most people probably hate this, but definitely math. Math was always something that I was really good at. So my school lets you take a test, essentially, and that's what you do. You take a test as a 7th grader, and if you score high enough, they let you take high school math for your 8th grade year instead of the standard 8th grade math. So I took my first high school math class as a middle schooler. And then I was done with the requirements for high school math by the end of my sophomore year of high school. So then my junior year, I took college algebra, and then my senior year I took no math, and then I've had to take 2 math classes since coming to college because my college algebra didn't count for my degree, so I had to take more math. But math's something I'm good at, so the classes weren't too bad. But then on the flip side, my least favorite classes, like my least favorite subject, is definitely social studies. Quite literally, so my first year, so for one, I got a D in social studies my freshman year of high school, but it wasn't because it was because we also had to do reading. Like, I don't know how many people ever had to do reading counts, but it's basically like a computer test over a book. And my social studies teacher made us do those as part of social studies, and we didn't, it's not like, there wasn't like a requirement that we had to read like nonfiction books or something like that. Literally, we could read whatever. We just had to turn in the score reports for our reading counts quizzes. Well, I didn't even do them for my English class freshman year, so I definitely didn't do them for social studies. And I mean, I passed social studies, but it made my GPA go way down. But social studies is like, I struggle to remember like dates and stuff, which of like things that I don't find to be significant. So like, I mean, obviously history is significant, but like I can remember like people's birthdays, but I couldn't tell you when the Revolutionary War started. Like, I think it was in the 1700s. Like, I literally couldn't tell you. And like, I'm going to school to be a teacher, so that's probably not a good thing. But social studies has just never been my strong point or like interest area, I guess you could say. And so I took the required social studies classes in high school, and then after that I should have taken college level history classes, but I didn't. So then I had to take, so then my freshman year at college, I signed up for a history class with this teacher. I couldn't find any reviews, either positive or negative, about this teacher. And the way the teacher taught just did not work for my learning style. So I ended up dropping the class, and then I was going to retake it that summer. So I signed up for it like the week classes are supposed to start. I get this email. So to get at least, I don't know if it's just like my school or whatever, but to get financial aid for summer classes or like student loans, you have to be taking at least 6 credit hours, which equates to generally 2 classes. So I was going to take the social studies class online in the summer. I get an email like the week classes are supposed to start that one of the classes, not the history class, but the other class I was going to be taking is canceled due to low enrollment, which it was an online class also, so I don't understand that, but whatever, it's not my area to worry about, I suppose. I mean, I guess it was, but whatever. And so then I ended up having to drop that social studies class because I literally would have had to pay like $700 the next day, and I don't have that kind of money to just be like, okay, here you go. So I had to drop it, and then I took, I think, so last fall I think I took I took like 15 or 18 credit hours, I don't remember which, so I couldn't fit it in there, but it didn't offer it over the winter, so we do like winter session classes, so you have like class for a month, didn't offer it, so I couldn't take it then. And then in the spring semester I literally took 21 hours because so you can only take one winter class. They didn't offer that as a winter class, so I took a different winter class, and that counts towards spring. So winter/spring semester, I took 21 credit hours. To then then I had to sign up for the social studies class for this last summer. Well, the summer prior, when I was going to take it the first time, it was offered as a solely online class. So I was like, great, that'll work out well. Then this summer rolls around, and the class has a meeting once a week on campus. Well, for one, I work in the summers because my workplace, I mean, technically it's open year-round, but the part that I work is only open during the summer. So, for one, I work, but two, I live from campus. I live an hour and a half away. So this class was an hour and a half. So basically what had to happen was every Thursday I had to drive down to campus to go to a class for an hour and a half, and then turn around and drive an hour and a half back home. And it was also a night class that got over at like 7 o'clock at night. So then by the time I drove the hour and a half home, it was like 9 o'clock at night. And like on the days I had the class, I couldn't work because I had to leave and go be to Cape by 5:30, which meant I had to leave at like between 3:30 and 4. And whenever I work like 10 to 6. I sometimes work like half day shift, but for the most part, because I'm a team lead, we work all day, so we work 10 to 6. So that didn't work out. So I couldn't work at all on that day of the week. But then, like I said, I live an hour and a half away, so me driving an hour and a half every week through like mid-June all the way through beginning of August, for one, took a lot of gas, but two, felt like a waste of my time. But I had to take the social studies class because I had to have it done before I student teach next fall. And I can't get a student teaching placement unless I had all of my requirements passed. And that, like, So I had to take that in a children's lit class last summer to meet my requirements. So I met everything other than I have to obviously finish this upcoming semester, like clearly finish this semester, but like it's over pretty much. And I have to finish next semester. Well, they'll still give me a placement in like as long as, like, obviously if I'm passing next semester, which, yeah, that's the goal. But I needed to get them done and out of the way so that way I didn't have to, like, take them either A on top of this semester because I'm currently taking 18 hours, or B, next semester I'm taking 15, so I could have taken one of them, but for one, like I said, you have to have at least 6 hours to get student loans, and I don't have money to pay $700 for a class. But I didn't want to have to take it either A on top of next semester, even though I am only taking 15 hours, or B next summer, because again I don't get a placement until it's done. So if I took it next summer, literally I wouldn't get a placement until August. So I wanted to go ahead and get it done. And so I mean, everything worked out fine, but it was just the hassle of having to come down here every week. But yeah, I'm ready. This, so I'm looking at the time thing and it's like 40 something minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to cut out, but you might get like a 40-minute video as my first video back. So I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.